Chosen ones, stop everything. Do not make any big decisions between September 28th and October 3rd, 2025. This is a final warning. You need to hear this message right now. Before you make a move, you will spend the rest of your life trying to undo. If you have found this message, it is not by chance. The algorithm did not bring you here. Your soul's internal guidance system, your higher self, has flagged this as critical mandatory information for your journey. There is a cosmic storm brewing, an energetic confluence so potent and so delicate that any major choice made within its vortex will be built on shifting sand. You are standing at the edge of a monumental life change, but the ground beneath your feet is about to give way. What feels like an urgent push to act, to decide, to finally make that leap of faith is not divine clarity. It is a universal test. It is the turbulence of dissolving timelines. And if you jump now, you will not land where you think you will. The universe is screaming at you, not to leap, but to be still, to wait, to observe. Because everything you think you know, everything you feel is certain, is about to be rewritten. This period, from the final days of September into the dawn of October 2025, is not a doorway for action. It is a sacred chrysalis for observation. Making a decision now, under this pressure, is like trying to set a ship's course in the middle of a hurricane based on where you think north is. You will be wrong, and the consequences will ripple for years to come. Before we dive into the quantum mechanics of what is unfolding, do 3 things to anchor yourself and signal to the universe that you are ready to receive this guidance. First, like this video to send a wave of conscious energy into the collective. Second, subscribe and turn on all notifications, because the information I will be sharing in the coming days is time-sensitive and absolutely vital. And third, comment the number 999 down below. Not 777, not 888. 9 is the number of completion, of endings, of divine wisdom, and the culmination of a cycle. By typing 999, you are declaring that you are ready to close this chaotic chapter with grace and wisdom, rather than with a panicked decision. You are aligning with the energy of sacred completion, not impulsive new beginnings. Now, let's talk about what is happening behind the veil. The collective human consciousness, especially that of the lightworkers, the starseeds, the chosen ones, your consciousness, is undergoing a profound and volatile frequency recalibration. Think of the past few months as a deep-sea dive. You've been exploring the depths of your own subconscious, clearing out ancestral karma, and facing shadows you thought were long buried. This has been necessary, but it has left your energetic field highly sensitized and porous. Now, between September 28th and October 3rd, the universe is rapidly pulling you back to the surface. Astrologically, we are witnessing a rare and unstable alignment. Mercury is stationing retrograde in Libra, the sign of balance and relationships, causing communication to become distorted and contracts to be built on misunderstandings. Any agreement made now will contain a hidden flaw. Simultaneously, Mars, the planet of action and desire, is forming a hard square to Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth. This is an aspect of explosive, karmic, and irreversible action. It creates a powerful, almost irresistible urge to burn bridges, to sever ties, to make a dramatic move out of a feeling of empowerment. But it is a false empowerment. It is the ego reacting to cosmic pressure, not the soul responding to divine timing. This volatile planetary weather is creating a tear in the fabric of our perceived reality. The veil between the 3rd dimension and the 5th dimension is thinner than it has ever been in our lifetime. This is both a gift and a profound danger. The gift is that you are receiving unprecedented access to higher dimensional wisdom, intuitive downloads, and cosmic intelligence. The danger is that your 3D mind, your ego, is also being bombarded with the static of collective fear, old programming, and psychic debris. This is why you feel so torn. One moment you feel an ecstatic sense of clarity, a feeling that you must quit your job tomorrow, or you must end that relationship today, or you must invest all your savings into that new venture right now. It feels like a lightning bolt from God. But hours later, or perhaps the next morning, you are plunged into a state of paralyzing doubt, confusion, and anxiety. This is not you being indecisive. This is the war between the 5D signal and the 3D static. Your soul is whispering, wait, integrate, receive, while the amplified noise of the crumbling matrix is shouting, act now, or you'll miss your chance. The matrix wants you to make a decision based on fear, on impatience, on the old paradigm of lack and hustle. It wants you to lock yourself into a new timeline that is merely a repackaged version of the old one, all while these potent energies are available to help you transcend it entirely. Making a big choice right now is like signing a soul contract written in disappearing ink. The terms you agree to will not be the terms you are bound by once the energy settles. The person you think you are making the decision for will not be the person you become after October 3rd. You will have shifted so profoundly that the logic you use to justify your choice will seem alien and foolish. You will look back and ask, why did I do that? What was I thinking? You were thinking with a mind that was being scrambled by a cosmic reset, and that is a recipe for deep and lasting regret. Let's break down the physical, emotional, and spiritual symptoms you are likely experiencing right now. This is how you can confirm that you are in the eye of this energetic storm. Physically, you may be experiencing intense ringing in your ears, a high-pitched frequency that comes and goes. This is not tinnitus. This is the sound of your light body being activated and attuned to the incoming fifth-dimensional frequencies. It is the sound of the universe recalibrating your vessel. You might also feel sudden waves of extreme fatigue that are not related to your sleep patterns. You could sleep for 10 hours and still wake up feeling utterly exhausted, as if you've run a marathon. This is because your energetic body is doing immense work on the astral plane while you sleep, purging dense energies and integrating new light codes. Do not fight this. Rest. Your body is being upgraded, and this process requires immense energy. Heart palpitations, flutters, or a feeling of your heart skipping a beat are also extremely common right now. Your heart chakra is the central processing unit for this upgrade, and it is expanding to hold more light, more love, and more truth. These physical sensations can feel alarming, but they are signs of your ascension. Vertigo, dizziness, and a feeling of being ungrounded are also paramount, as your energetic roots are being pulled from the old 3D Earth grid and replanted into the crystalline grid of the new Earth. Emotionally, the landscape is even more volatile. You might find yourself swinging wildly between moments of inexplicable joy and profound, soul-crushing sadness. You might burst into tears without any discernible reason. This is not depression. This is a clearing. You are releasing lifetimes of stored grief from your cellular memory. Old memories, faces, and feelings from your distant past may be bubbling to the surface, demanding your attention. People you haven't thought about in decades might suddenly appear in your dreams or your waking thoughts. This is the universe bringing up old energetic contracts for a final review before they are dissolved. Do not act on these feelings. Do not call that ex. Do not confront that old friend. Simply observe. Witness the memories, thank them for the lessons they taught you, and allow the emotion to pass through you like a cloud. Impatience will be your greatest enemy during this time. You will feel an almost unbearable urge to do something to fix the discomfort you feel. This is a trap. The only way out is through. The only action required of you right now is inaction. If you are feeling any of this, if even one of these signs resonates deep in your soul, comment "I am awake" below to anchor your energy with the collective. By doing this, you are not just typing words, you are performing a digital act of power, connecting your energy field to the thousands of other chosen ones who are navigating this same passage. You are building a network of light that will stabilize and support us all. Now, let's go deeper into the structure of this energetic passage. It is not just a random period of chaos. It is a meticulously designed cosmic initiation. Think of it as a divine airlock. You are leaving one reality and preparing to enter another, but you cannot carry the atmospheric pressure or the contaminants of the old world with you. This period, from September 28th to October 3rd, is the decontamination chamber. The universe is intentionally creating pressure and instability to force you to shed what is no longer in alignment. The intense urge you feel to make a big decision is the universe applying a stress test to your attachments. If you feel a desperate need to quit your job, it is the universe testing your attachment to security and your definition of purpose. If you feel an overwhelming push to end a relationship, it is the universe testing your attachment to a certain kind of love or your fear of being alone. If you feel compelled to move across the country, it is testing your attachment to place and your belief that your happiness is located out there instead of within. By acting on these urges impulsively, you fail the test. You demonstrate that you are still operating from the old programming of lack, fear, or external validation. The universe's desired response is for you to see the urge, to feel the intense pressure, and to consciously choose to sit with it, to not react, to hold your center. By doing this, you prove that you are the master of your energy. You prove that your peace does not depend on external circumstances. And in that moment of conscious stillness, the attachment itself dissolves. The need to quit the job is replaced by a clear vision of your true calling. The need to end the relationship is replaced by a profound understanding of the love you truly deserve. The need to move is replaced by a sense of being at home within yourself, no matter your physical location. This is the magic that is available to you, but only if you wait. The choices you will make on October 4th and beyond will come from this new, integrated, and liberated state of being. They will be inspired, aligned, and effortless. The choices you are tempted to make right now are desperate, reactive, and karmically entangled. They are the choices of a prisoner rattling the cage door, not the choices of a master who realizes the door was never locked. Your dreams during this time are not just dreams. They are direct communications from your soul and your guides. They are the primary vehicle for your integration work. Pay extremely close attention to what you are dreaming. You may experience hyper-vivid cinematic dreams that feel more real than your waking life. You might dream of flying, which is your consciousness becoming acclimated to the freedom of the fifth dimension. You might dream of being underwater, which symbolizes a deep dive into the subconscious and the emotional body for clearing work. Pay attention to recurring symbols, animals, or numbers. These are coded messages specifically for you. Keep a dream journal by your bed and write down everything you can remember the moment you wake up, before the 3D mind has a chance to dismiss it. You may also receive visitations in your dreams from loved ones who have passed on, or from beings you recognize as your spirit guides or galactic family. They are here to offer you reassurance, to remind you of your strength, and to assist in the energetic recalibration process. They cannot interfere with your free will, which is why they will not tell you what to do. But their presence is a confirmation that you are protected, loved, and guided through this transition. A critical warning about your dreams: you may also experience intense nightmares or dreams filled with anxiety and conflict. Do not be alarmed. This is your subconscious mind purging fear-based programming and timelines. It is the energetic equivalent of a fever breaking. Your soul is running a diagnostic and deleting corrupted files. When you wake up from such a dream, do not carry its energy with you throughout the day. Take a moment to breathe deeply. Place your hand on your heart and say out loud, "I release all energies, timelines, and contracts that are not in alignment with my highest good. I am sovereign. I am free." You must be the conscious gatekeeper of your own energy field, especially now. The choice to act or not to act begins the moment you open your eyes in the morning. Choose stillness. Choose observation. Choose to trust the grand cosmic intelligence that is orchestrating this magnificent shift on your behalf. The universe has a plan for you that is far more brilliant than anything your panicked mind could conceive of right now. Your only job is to get out of your own way and allow it to unfold. The decisions you are being asked to postpone are not being denied to you. They are being upgraded for you. Trust the process. Now that you understand the physical and emotional symptoms, the warning signs that are screaming for your attention, we must go deeper. Recognizing the storm is the first step. Understanding its mechanics is what will allow you to navigate it and emerge, not just unscathed, but reborn. Most people will feel this intense, chaotic pressure and believe it is a sign to force a change, to push through a door, to make something happen. They will misinterpret cosmic turbulence as a divine green light. This is the great deception of this energetic passage. What you are feeling is not a call to action, but a call to profound, radical self-inquiry. The universe is not pushing you to decide, it is forcing you to see what within you is so desperate for a decision. Between September 28th and October 3rd, the world around you transforms into a great energetic hall of mirrors. The planetary alignments, particularly the Mars-Pluto square, are not just exerting external pressure, they are activating a universal law of reflection with a magnification factor of 1,000. Every unresolved fear, every deeply buried insecurity, every ounce of self-doubt and unhealed trauma within your energetic field is being projected from your subconscious onto the screen of your external reality. It is being mirrored back to you through the people and circumstances in your life, and it is being amplified until it is too loud, too intense, too painful to ignore. This is the most critical piece of wisdom you must grasp. The intense urge you feel to make a drastic decision is not a reflection of your external reality, but a reflection of your internal state. Let me be very clear. If you are feeling an overwhelming, gut-wrenching urge to immediately end a long-term relationship, it is not necessarily because your partner has done something unforgivable. It is because the universe is mirroring back your deepest, most primal fear of abandonment, your unhealed wound of not feeling truly seen, or your terror of true intimacy. You are seeing your own inner pain reflected in the flaws of your partner, and the ego's solution is to shatter the mirror by ending the relationship, believing that in doing so, it will eliminate the pain. But the pain is not in the mirror, it is within you. To act on this impulse now is to guarantee that you will carry that same unhealed wound into your next relationship, and the next, until you finally learn to heal the source rather than destroying the reflection. Similarly, if you feel a desperate, all-consuming need to quit your job, to walk away from your career in a blaze of glory, it is likely not just about the job itself. It is the universe mirroring your profound sense of being undervalued, your deep-seated belief that you are not living up to your potential, or your suppressed rage at having given your power away to systems and structures that do not honor your soul. The impulse to quit is the ego's attempt to escape the feeling of worthlessness by destroying the situation that triggers it. But true freedom will not come from a different job. It will come when you finally anchor your sense of self-worth so deeply within your own being that no external circumstance can ever shake it. Making a choice from this mirrored state is the definition of spiritual insanity. You are making life-altering decisions based on distorted, magnified data from your own shadow self. You are attempting to perform surgery on yourself while looking into a funhouse mirror. You will cut the wrong thing. You will cause irreparable damage. The only sane, empowered response is to put down the scalpel, turn away from the mirror, and go within. Ask yourself, what is this situation really showing me about myself? What unhealed part of me is crying out for my attention? This period is not for decision-making, it is for soul excavation. This leads us to the second layer of this cosmic event. This period is a final karmic stress test. Think of the past several years of your life as a spiritual university. You have been attending classes on patience, trust, discernment, sovereignty, and non-attachment. You have been tested through heartbreak, through financial struggle, through betrayals, and through moments of profound loneliness. You have learned, you have grown, and you have integrated lessons that have fundamentally changed the fabric of your being. Now the universe, in its infinite wisdom, is presenting you with your final exams. Between September 28th and October 3rd, you will be presented with a series of scenarios that are custom designed to test your mastery of these very lessons. These tests will be insidious. They will not appear as obvious traps, they will masquerade as once-in-a-lifetime opportunities or unavoidable crises. The universe wants to see if you will revert to your old programming under pressure, or if you will hold fast to the higher wisdom you have attained. For example, you might suddenly be presented with a financial opportunity that promises quick, massive returns. It will seem like the answer to all your prayers. This is a test of your mastery over the consciousness of lack. The old you, operating from fear, would jump at it without a second thought, desperate to secure your safety. The new you, the master, will feel the energetic signature of the offer. You will recognize the scent of desperation, of imbalance, of something being too good to be true. You will hold your center and say, I trust in divine timing and true sustainable abundance. This is not for me. By refusing to engage, you pass the test. You prove to the universe that you no longer vibrate at the frequency of lack, and in doing so, you dissolve the karmic loop of financial struggle forever. Another test will come in the form of relationships. An ex-lover from your past, one who represents a significant but painful chapter of your life, may suddenly reappear. They may send a text message out of the blue, or show up in a place you least expect. They will seem changed, apologetic, and will offer you everything you once thought you wanted. This is a profound test of your self-worth. The old you would have been tempted, drawn back into the familiar drama, hoping that this time it would be different. The master you understands that the universe is not offering you a second chance with them, it is offering you a second chance to choose yourself. You will honor the love that was once there, you will send them peace, and you will lovingly, firmly hold your boundary. You will recognize that going backward is not an option, because you are no longer the same person who was in that relationship. By choosing yourself, you pass the test, and you close the energetic portal to that specific pattern of love for good. Perhaps the most difficult test will be the one that triggers your core wound. You may find yourself in a sudden explosive argument with a family member or a close friend. They may say something that strikes at your deepest insecurity, pushing a button you thought was long deactivated. The test is not about who is right or wrong. The test is about whether you will react or respond. The old you would have been consumed by rage, by righteousness, by the need to defend yourself. You would have screamed, you would have attacked, you would have burned the bridge to the ground. The master you will feel the intense wave of emotion rise within you, but you will not let it become you. You will take a breath, you will create a sacred pause between the trigger and your response. You will choose to disengage from the drama, not out of weakness, but out of immense strength. You will understand that their attack is a reflection of their own pain, and you will refuse to participate in a co-created reality of suffering. By holding your peace, you pass the test. You prove that you are no longer a slave to your triggers, you reclaim your sovereignty. These tests are coming for all chosen ones. They are the final gatekeepers standing between you and the next level of your evolution. The only way to pass is to do nothing, to observe, to recognize the test for what it is, and to consciously choose stillness over reaction. This is not for everyone, it's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Chosen Ones. Watch this before the 30th of September 2025 ends. Last spiritual message, and this month of September will change everything. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. If you are ready to pass this final test, to reclaim your sovereignty, and to graduate from the university of your past, comment "I am so Regen" below. This is not just a comment, it is a decree. It is a declaration of your spiritual independence to the cosmos. You are stating that you will not be manipulated by old patterns, by karmic tests, or by the chaos of the collective. You are the master of your reality. Now we must venture into the quantum realm. Because what is happening is not just astrological or emotional, it is a fundamental restructuring of time and reality itself. You need to understand that you are not living a single linear life. At every moment, you exist in a state of quantum superposition, a sea of infinite potential timelines. Every choice you make collapses that wave of potential into a singular experienced reality. During this potent window from September 28th to October 3rd, the universe is conducting a mass timeline purge. The intense solar and galactic energies that are flooding the planet are acting like a massive energetic magnet, pulling your soul's essence toward its highest possible vibrational trajectory. what we might call the 5D New Earth timeline. Simultaneously, this energy is causing all lower vibrational, karmic, and misaligned timelines to destabilize and dissolve. The profound confusion you feel, the sense that you don't know who you are or what you want anymore, is the physical sensation of these false timelines collapsing. Imagine you are standing in a grand cosmic train station. All your life, you've been aware of hundreds of different tracks leading to different destinations. Now imagine that a divine demolition crew is tearing up every single track that does not lead to your soul's ultimate destiny. The noise is deafening. The ground is shaking. Dust and debris are everywhere. It is impossible to see clearly. The intense urges you feel to make a big decision now are like a panicked station master screaming at you to jump onto a train, any train, just to escape the chaos. But what you cannot see through the dust is that these trains are on tracks that are being actively dismantled. If you jump, you will not reach a new destination. You will find yourself in the wreckage of a collapsed reality, stranded and further from your true path than ever before. To make a major life choice right now is to consciously leap onto a timeline that is slated for demolition. The job you take, the house you buy, the relationship you start or end, it will be built on a foundation that is literally dissolving beneath your feet. Your only job right now is to stay on the main platform, to anchor yourself, to wait for the dust to settle, because while the old tracks are being destroyed, a new one is being laid. A pristine crystalline track of light is materializing directly before you. This is your organic, ascended timeline. It is the path of grace, of flow, of effortless manifestation, and of profound soul purpose fulfillment. It is being constructed for you, in real time, by the universe and your higher self, based on all the lessons you have learned and all the wisdom you have integrated. Your stillness is a required component of its construction. Your patience is the sacred mortar that holds it together. Every time you are tempted to jump onto a dissolving track, you are interfering with the construction of your true path. The universe is begging you, stay put. The train that is meant for you is coming. It will arrive when the energy stabilizes after October 3rd. It will be unmistakable. There will be no confusion, no doubt, no fear. There will only be a calm, quiet, soul-deep knowing. This is it. This is my path. Any decision that feels frantic, that is accompanied by anxiety, that contains the energy of now or never, is a siren song from a collapsing timeline. Trust in the divine architecture of your life. The most magnificent reality is being built for you behind the veil of this chaos. Allow it to be completed. Finally, we must address a critical and immediate danger of this period: the psychic echo chamber and the increased activity of energetic vampirism. Because the veil between worlds is so thin, the telepathic and empathic channels are wide open. Your energy field, in its highly sensitized and upgraded state, is like a powerful radio antenna, but you have not yet learned how to fine-tune the dial. Therefore, you are picking up on everything. You are not just processing your own fears and anxieties. You are processing the fears and anxieties of your entire city, your country, and the planet. That sudden gut-wrenching panic you feel about money, that wave of despair about the state of the world, that suffocating feeling of being trapped, it may not even be yours. You are feeling the psychic static of the collective unconscious as it writhes in its death throes. You are mistaking the collective's panic for your own personal intuition. This makes discerning your true soul's guidance nearly impossible. Acting on an impulse now is like taking sailing directions from a screaming crowd on a sinking ship. You must learn to differentiate between what is yours and what is the collective's. The simplest way to do this is to come back to your body. When you feel a wave of intense emotion or a compulsive thought, stop, close your eyes, place your hand on your heart and your other hand on your belly. Breathe deeply and ask, is this mine? Wait for the answer. Your body will not lie. You will feel a subtle shift, a release, a sense of no if the energy is not yours. In that moment, command it to leave your space. I lovingly release all energies that are not my own. I return them to sender with consciousness and light. You must become a fierce and vigilant guardian of your energetic field. This vigilance is doubly important because this chaotic energetic weather creates a feeding frenzy for lower vibrational entities and what we call energy vampires, both incarnate and discarnate. These energies feed on chaos, fear, drama, and regret. They are drawn to the energy of impulsive fear-based decisions like sharks to blood in the water. When you make a major choice from a place of panic during this portal, you are essentially ringing a dinner bell. You create an energetic explosion of regret, anxiety, and self-doubt that becomes a source of nourishment for these entities. They will then subtly influence you to stay in that state of regret, to replay the decision over and over in your mind, to beat yourself up for it. This is how they create a sustainable food source. This is why making a choice you will regret later is so spiritually dangerous right now. It's not just about the 3D consequences. It is about the energetic attachments you will form. Your stillness, your peace, your trust in the divine process, these are your greatest shields. These lower vibrational energies cannot feed on peace. They are repulsed by the frequency of trust. By choosing inaction, by choosing meditation, by choosing to ground your energy in nature, you make yourself invisible to them. You starve them. You must consciously protect your energy every single day. Before you even get out of bed, visualize a brilliant shield of golden white light forming around your entire body, extending out at least 3 feet in all directions. See it as an impenetrable sphere of divine protection. State your intention. Only energies of the highest love and light are permitted in my space today. I am sovereign. I am protected. This simple practice will be your saving grace. It will allow you to stay in your own center, to hear your own soul's quiet wisdom beneath the deafening roar of the collective storm. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Chosen ones, watch this. Before the 30th of September 2025 ends. Last spiritual message, and this month of September will change everything. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. But this period of intense danger is not without a profound divine purpose. It is not a punishment. It is a forging. It is the cosmic fire that is burning away all that is false within you, so that only your indestructible diamond core truth remains. It is forging you into the master you were born to be, and the reward that awaits you on the other side of this storm is greater than anything your current mind can possibly imagine. In the next part, we will discuss the incredible gifts being unlocked, the new spiritual abilities coming online, and how to prepare to receive the flood of blessings that will manifest for you once the energy stabilizes on October 4th. You are being prepared for your miracle. Your only task is to be still enough to receive it. We have walked through the treacherous landscape of this cosmic storm. We have identified the warning signs, decoded the karmic tests, and unveiled the quantum mechanics of the timeline collapse that is shaking the very foundation of your reality. It would be easy, standing in the heart of this chaos, to feel a sense of dread, to view this period as a cosmic punishment or a dangerous minefield to be survived. But that is the final illusion of the third-dimensional mind. Chosen one, you must understand that this is not a random assault on your peace. This is not a test designed for you to fail. This intense reality-bending pressure is a sacred act of divine alchemy. The universe is not trying to break you, it is forging you. The chaos is the fire, and your soul is the divine metal being heated, purified, and hammered into the masterwork it was always destined to become. This period between September 28th and October 3rd is the most potent, concentrated, and transformative spiritual accelerator you have ever, and may ever, experience in this lifetime. The command to do nothing is not about passivity. It is the key that unlocks a treasure trove of spiritual gifts and higher dimensional abilities that are coming online within your very DNA. By refusing to make a decision, you are not pausing your life, you are consciously choosing to participate in your own metamorphosis. You are giving the universe the space it needs to perform open-heart surgery on your soul, to remove the blockages of past lives and install a crystalline operating system capable of perceiving and creating in the fifth dimension. So what are these gifts? What is the profound purpose behind this enforced stillness? The first and most immediate upgrade is the unlocking of your full spectrum of clairsenses. Your intuition is evolving from a quiet, subtle whisper into a high-definition, multi-sensory guidance system. The thinning of the veil means the barrier between your physical senses and your spiritual senses is dissolving. You will begin to experience what is known as clairsentience at an unprecedented level. This is the ability of clear feeling. You will be able to walk into a room and instantly feel the emotional residue left there. You will shake someone's hand and receive a download of their core energetic signature, their intentions, their pain, their truth. This is why the collective fear feels so overwhelming right now. Your empathic shields are down as your system recalibrates. But once stabilized, this ability will make you immune to deception. You will no longer need to analyze people's words, because you will be able to feel the truth or falsehood of their energy in your own body. Lies will feel like static, like a sour note in a symphony. Truth will feel like warmth, resonance, and an expansion in your heart chakra. This ability alone will change every relationship in your life. Coupled with this is the awakening of clairaudience, or clear hearing. That high-pitched ringing in your ears is the sound of your auditory channels being attuned to the frequency of your guides. As the energy settles, that ringing will be replaced by distinct, loving whispers of guidance. You will hear your name called when no one is there. You will hear a single word of advice, wait, yes, listen, pop into your mind at the perfect moment. These are not your thoughts. This is direct communication from your divine support team. The second profound gift being activated is the power of near-instant manifestation. In the old 3D paradigm, there was a significant time lag between your thoughts and emotions and their manifestation in your physical reality. This buffer zone allowed for careless thinking. You could have a fear-based thought without it immediately creating a fear-based reality. That buffer zone is now gone. The energy of this new Earth grid is so refined and so responsive that it begins to build a holographic reality around your dominant emotional state in real time. This is the primary reason why making a fear-based or panic decision right now is so catastrophically dangerous. You are not just making a choice, you are casting a powerful, instantaneous spell. If you quit your job from a feeling of worthlessness, you are instructing the universe to build a future reality for you where your worthlessness is continuously reflected back at you in every new opportunity. If you end a relationship from a place of unhealed abandonment, you are casting a reality where you will be perpetually abandoned in new and creative ways. The universe is not punishing you. It is simply giving you a perfect reflection of the energy you are emitting. This period of forced stillness is a divine training ground. It is a cosmic timeout, where the universe is begging you to become hyper-aware of your internal state before you are handed the keys to this powerful new creation engine. Your job right now is not to manifest things, but to cultivate the feeling state of the reality you wish to inhabit. Instead of trying to get the new job, practice feeling the emotions of being deeply valued, creatively fulfilled, and abundantly supported. Instead of trying to find the perfect partner, practice becoming the embodiment of the unconditional love, respect, and joy you wish to receive. Your emotions are the new currency. Your feeling state is the blueprint. This stillness is teaching you to become a master architect of your inner world, so that when the portal opens fully after October 3rd, you can begin to build your outer world with the precision and grace of a divine creator. If you are ready to step into your power as a divine creator and receive these incredible new abilities, comment "I am ready to receive" down below. This is your conscious consent. This is you telling your higher self and the universe that you accept the responsibility that comes with this power and that you are ready for your spiritual inheritance. Given the magnitude of this shift, you need more than just understanding. You need a practical toolkit for survival and integration. The command to do nothing can feel impossible when every cell in your body is screaming for action. So let's redefine doing nothing. It does not mean sitting in a dark room and waiting for the storm to pass. it means ceasing all external, irreversible, 3D decision-making and focusing all of your energy on internal vibrational management. This is the work that is required of you now. First and foremost is radical grounding. Your energy body is being flooded with high-frequency light from the cosmos, and if you are not consciously anchoring it into the earth, it will create immense anxiety, vertigo, and a feeling of frantic, ungrounded spaciness. You must connect with the earth every single day. If possible, find a patch of grass, dirt, or sand. Take off your shoes and socks, and stand on the bare ground for at least 10 minutes. Visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet, deep into the core of the planet, anchoring you to its stable, loving energy. As you inhale, imagine you are drawing up that powerful, calming earth energy into your body. As you exhale, imagine you are releasing all the chaotic, fearful, and foreign energies from your field down into the earth to be transmuted. This simple act is the most powerful stabilizing force available to you right in this moment. It is your energetic lightning rod in the middle of this storm. Second, you must become conscious of what you consume, not just with your mouth, but with your eyes and ears. Your physical body is upgrading to a crystalline light body. It needs pure, high vibrational fuel. This means drinking an abundance of clean, filtered water. Water is a liquid crystal, a conductor of energy. Staying hydrated is essential for integrating these new frequencies without blowing your energetic circuits. Eat living foods, fruits, vegetables, things that are vibrant with life force. Avoid dense, processed foods, excessive sugar, and alcohol, as these substances lower your vibration and make it much harder for your body to process the energetic downloads. Even more importantly, you must go on a radical information diet. Stop consuming mainstream news. It is a low-frequency broadcast of fear, division, and powerlessness, designed specifically to keep you locked in the 3D matrix. Mute your social media feeds. Scrolling mindlessly is the equivalent of hooking your consciousness up to the chaotic static of the collective's nervous breakdown. You cannot hear the whisper of your soul if you are constantly listening to the screams of the world. Your mandate during this period is to create a sacred sanctuary of peace around yourself. Protect your energetic field as fiercely as you would protect a newborn child. This means saying no. It means canceling plans. It means choosing solitude over draining social interactions. This is not selfish. It is essential spiritual maintenance. Third, you must have a tool to manage the intense waves of emotion and the compulsive urges to act. I call this the sacred pause ritual. The moment you feel that overwhelming urge, the need to send the angry text, to quit the job, to make the life-altering decision, stop. Do not move. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. With each breath, feel yourself coming out of the frantic energy of your mind and dropping into the quiet wisdom of your body. Then ask your soul 2 questions. First, is this impulse coming from a place of love and expansion, or from a place of fear and contraction? Do not think about the answer. Feel it. Fear always feels tight, constricted, and urgent. Love always feels open, calm, and spacious. Your body knows the difference. The second question is, what would my highest self, the version of me that is already whole and complete, do in this situation? Again, wait for the feeling. The answer will likely be, it would do nothing. It would hold its peace. It would trust the process. This simple ritual, practiced consistently, will be your rudder. It will allow you to navigate the storm waves of emotion without being capsized by them. It will train you to respond from your soul's wisdom rather than react from your ego's wounding. Finally, what is the grand prize for navigating this passage with consciousness and grace? What awaits you on the other side? After October 3rd, the reality that will begin to crystallize for you will feel like you've woken up from a long, confusing dream. The first thing you will notice is a profound and unshakable clarity. The confusion, the doubt, the internal conflict, it will have vanished, as if a dense fog has lifted. Decisions that seemed impossibly complex will become laughably simple. You will just know what to do, and that knowing will be calm, peaceful, and free of all anxiety. The path forward will be illuminated not by a frantic searchlight, but by the soft, steady glow of your own inner sun. Following this clarity, you will witness the universe begin to conspire for you in the most magical of ways. The synchronicities will move from being occasional curiosities to your daily language of communication with the divine. You will think of a question, and the answer will appear on a billboard. You will have a need, and a person will call you out of the blue to offer you the exact solution. You will see repeating number sequences, 1111, 222, 444, so frequently that they become winks from your angelic team, confirming you are on the right path. This is the universe showing you that you are now in a state of co-creative flow. You are no longer fighting against the current, you are the current. And perhaps the most beautiful gift of all will be the assembly of your true soul tribe. This potent frequency shift acts as a massive cosmic magnet. It will effortlessly and irrevocably repel anyone and anything that is not a vibrational match to the new, authentic you. Relationships that were built on karmic ties, on obligation, or on old versions of yourself will simply dissolve, often without drama or conflict. And in the space that is created, the universe will draw in your people, the souls who resonate at your same frequency, who see you, who celebrate you, and who are destined to build the new earth alongside you. You will not have to search for them. You will simply be magnetic to one another. This is the reward for your patience. This is the promise of the new earth. It is not a distant dream. It is the tangible reality waiting just on the other side of this sacred pause. Your stillness is the price of admission. We stand now at the final threshold. We have journeyed through the heart of the storm, navigated the hall of mirrors, and stood firm against the final karmic tests. You have been given the keys to understanding the quantum architecture of this great timeline shift and armed with the practical tools to maintain your sovereignty amidst the chaos. Now, as we approach the dawn of October 4th, we must speak of the culmination. We must prepare for the moment the dust settles and the divine construction of your new reality is revealed. This is not merely an ending to a difficult week, it is the commencement ceremony for the rest of your life. The choices you didn't make, the impulses you didn't follow, the catastrophic regrets you consciously chose to sidestep, these acts of sacred inaction have created a vacuum, a pristine and fertile void within your energetic field. And as the law of the universe dictates, this void must and will be filled. What rushes in to fill it will be a tidal wave of grace, a flood of blessings so perfectly aligned with your soul's deepest truth that it will erase all memory of the struggle. This is the divine payoff. This is the miracle you have been so patiently waiting for. Let us be very specific about how this will manifest, so you can recognize it and receive it with open arms. Beginning on October 4th, and accelerating through the rest of the month, you will enter a period I call the Great Unfolding. Your life will begin to reorganize itself around your new stabilized higher vibrational set point with breathtaking speed and precision. The first sign will be the arrival of solution energy. Think of a problem that has plagued you for months or even years, a complex financial issue, a seemingly impossible family dynamic, a chronic health concern. You have pushed, you have struggled, you have tried to figure it out with your 3D mind, to no avail. As this new energy settles, the solution will simply arrive. It will not come through force, but through grace. You will receive an unexpected phone call. You will have a chance encounter with a stranger who holds the missing piece of the puzzle. You will wake up one morning with a sudden crystal clear insight that reveals the entire path forward. It will feel effortless, almost magical, as if the universe itself has reached down and untied the knot that has bound you for so long. This is your first reward for trusting the divine timing. You are being shown that your true power lies not in struggle, but in allowing. You are learning that the most complex problems are not solved by a busier mind, but by a more peaceful spirit. When this happens, do not question it, do not analyze it. Simply say thank you and receive the gift. This is your new reality. The second manifestation of the Great Unfolding will be the restoration of your life force. The profound fatigue you have been experiencing, the sense of being drained and depleted, will begin to lift. You will wake up one morning and feel a new level of vitality, a clean, clear, crystalline energy coursing through your veins. This is not just a return to your old energy levels, this is the activation of a new power source. Your body, having completed the most intense phase of its crystalline upgrade, is now capable of running on a higher octane fuel, the pure, inexhaustible energy of the fifth dimension. This is source energy. It is the energy of inspiration, of passion, of divine purpose. With this new energy will come a renewed sense of purpose. The things that once felt like a burden will feel light. The creative projects you abandoned because you lacked the energy will suddenly call to you again, begging to be born. This is the universe signaling that it is now time to act, but from a completely new paradigm. This is not the action of the hustle and grind matrix. This is inspired action. It is action that feels like play. It is action that energizes you rather than depletes you. When you feel this divine creative urge, follow it. Write the book, start the business, paint the masterpiece. You are now being called to be a channel, to bring the frequencies of the new earth into tangible form through your unique gifts and talents. This is your sacred mission. If you are ready to receive this divine solution energy and step into your sacred mission, comment "I am the solution" below. This is you claiming your role. You are no longer part of the problem, a victim of circumstance. You are the vessel through which divine solutions flow into the world. You are an agent of grace. Now we must address the most profound and perhaps most challenging aspect of this new reality, learning to receive. For lifetimes, especially as a chosen one, your soul has been programmed for service, for giving, for sacrifice. You have been the healer, the pillar of strength, the one who holds space for everyone else's pain. This has been a noble path, but in the new energy, it is an incomplete one. The new paradigm is not about giving or receiving, it is about divine circulation. It is an infinite loop of energy where giving and receiving are one and the same. As the floodgates of blessings open for you, your old programming may try to sabotage your miracle. When an incredible opportunity lands in your lap, a part of you might feel unworthy. You might think, "This is too good to be true. I don't deserve this." When someone offers you help, your old independence wound might flare up, compelling you to say, "No thank you, I've got it." When abundance begins to flow to you effortlessly, you might feel a strange sense of guilt, as if you haven't worked hard enough to earn it. This is the final ghost of the 3D matrix that you must exorcise from your being. You must consciously, deliberately, and repeatedly practice the art of receiving. When a compliment is given, do not deflect it. Breathe it in. Let it land in your heart. Simply say, "Thank you." When a gift is offered, receive it with joy and gratitude, knowing that your receiving is a gift to the giver. When abundance flows, see it not as something you have earned, but as your divine birthright as a child of the universe. Your worthiness is not, and has never been, in question. It is inherent. It is absolute. The universe does not ask a flower if it is worthy of the sun, it simply shines upon it. You are that flower. Your only job is to turn your face to the light and allow yourself to be nourished. This period of the great unfolding is also when you will begin to truly anchor into your power as a conscious reality creator. It is time to move from theory into practice. Having cultivated the feeling states of your desired reality during your sacred pause, you will now be called to embody them. The universe will present you with a series of choices, like a divine choose-your-own-adventure story. At each juncture, you will be asked to choose the path of your highest self, not the path of your old conditioning. For example, you may be offered 2 job opportunities. One offers more money and security, but feels heavy, constricting and energetically misaligned. The other offers less security, but fills you with an inexplicable sense of excitement, expansion, and joy. The 3D mind, operating on fear, would scream at you to take the secure option. Your newly attuned 5D guidance system, your clairsentience, will be guiding you toward the path of joy. Your test is to trust that feeling above all else, to choose joy over logic, to choose expansion over security. Because in the new energy, joy is the compass. Your emotional state is the truest indicator of your soul's alignment. Every time you choose the path that feels better, that feels more expansive and light, you are casting a powerful vote for that timeline. You are telling the universe, more of this please. And the universe, in its infinite responsiveness, will oblige, sending you more and more experiences that match that frequency of joy. This is how you consciously build your heaven on earth, one joyful heart-centered choice at a time. The regret you would have felt from making a decision during the storm will be replaced by the profound, soul-satisfying peace that comes from making choices that are in perfect harmony with your divine essence. As we bring this sacred transmission to a close, I want to leave you with a final invitation and a blessing. Your journey through this storm has not been easy. It has required immense courage, trust, and a willingness to let go of everything you thought you knew. You have faced your deepest fears, resisted your most powerful compulsions, and held your center while the world spun out of control. You have passed the final exam. You have graduated. Now it is time to step into your mastery. I invite you, on the evening of October 3rd, as the final energies of this portal begin to recede, to perform a simple yet powerful ritual of completion and commencement. Find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Light a candle, symbolizing the eternal flame of your own spirit that has burned brightly even in the darkest moments. Take out a piece of paper and a pen. On one side of the paper, write down everything you are consciously choosing to release. Write down the fears, the doubts, the old stories, the limiting beliefs, the karmic patterns that were brought to the surface during this storm. Be specific. I release the fear of not being good enough. I release the pattern of seeking validation outside of myself. I release my attachment to struggle. Feel the weight of these energies as you write them down. Acknowledge them for the lessons they taught you. Then safely and consciously, burn the paper. As you watch the paper turn to ash, visualize all of those dense energies dissolving from your field, returning to the light, transmuted and purified. Feel the lightness, the spaciousness, that is created within you. Then take a new piece of paper. On this paper, write your letter of intention to the universe. Begin with the words, I am, and proceed to write down the truth of who you are now choosing to be. I am a sovereign creator. I am a vessel of divine love and abundance. I am worthy of all the miracles the universe has to offer. I am guided, protected, and cherished. Do not write what you want, write what you are. Claim your new reality. Write from the perspective of your highest self. Once you have finished, fold the paper and place it in a sacred place on an altar, under your pillow, or in a special box. This is your new soul contract. It is your declaration of independence. It is the blueprint for the great unfolding. Finally, close your eyes, place your hands on your heart, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow a wave of profound gratitude to wash over you. Gratitude for your strength, gratitude for your courage, gratitude for the divine intelligence that has guided you perfectly through this passage. Gratitude for the incredible, magnificent, miraculous life that is now waiting to be born. Chosen one, your journey has just begun. The world you are stepping into is not the same one you left behind a week ago, and you are not the same person. You are clearer, stronger, and more powerful than you have ever been. The choices you didn't make were the most important choices of your life. They were the choices that preserved your freedom, protected your destiny, and paved the way for a future beyond your wildest dreams. Go forth now, not in fear, but in faith, not in haste, but in grace. The storm is over, the sky is clear, your train has arrived, it is time to step aboard. The universe has been waiting for you, and if this message has served you, if it has brought you peace, clarity, or confirmation, share it with another soul who may be lost in the storm. For in the new earth, we rise by lifting others. Like this video to anchor the frequency of grace, and subscribe, for our journey together is far from over. This is your time, this is your awakening. Welcome home.